Yeah, what's going on? It's the Broad DJ podcast. You already know you got your brother DJ DCaso. I got the big homie Chubby Chub, internationally known, decades in the game, fucking mistapes, working with legendary people, legendary himself. And I mean, he's touring with the man 50 Cent. So you already know he's a man in this game that y'all need to pay attention to. Chubb, what's going on, bro? I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to sit down with you.
Man, I appreciate being here. You know, it's a good thing.
OD. So, y'all already know what's going on. I asked DJs that travel what's going on in the world. How can we learn from them, and what is it that we need to know to help us to step forward in the world? So, Chubb, real shit, right? Traveling all around the world, what are the things that you make sure that you have packed in your bag before you leave? Right? So me traveling, I just want to let y'all know, I jumped on the road and I was like, yo, Chubb, what do I need to do? I asked a couple DJs, like, what should I pack? What shouldn't I pack? How do I deal with the artists? And this was one of the people that I definitely hit up to know what was going on. So with that said, what is the first thing that you do when you put in your DJ bag versus your actual, like, luggage? What's the things you don't forget?
My computer you can't forget.
Of course.
Also, you got to keep a charger.
Okay.
Not the charger for the computer, charger for your phones.
Uh-huh.
You got to have that extra Mophie, so that way your joint can keep charged when you're overseas and traveling around.
Okay.
Because you can't always find a charger when you're on the road. The next thing after that, you know, all kind of European adapters, converters. You need those when you want to charge your phone, you want to play with your computer in your hotel room, things like that. Sometimes when you go to stages, they don't always have that US converter. So you got to keep that European plug.
And that's a big thing. Alright, so when it comes to like packing in your actual like carry-ons, is there anything in particular? So like I know I talked to the big homie DJ E-Double. E-Double told me don't buy underwear. He told me buy it every city that I go to. Right? And I told him that was the worst advice he ever told me in my life, cuz
he's a baller.
He's definitely a baller.
No, he's a baller.
That was the worst advice he ever told me. Buy underwear when I get to another city.
I don't know. I'm going to Walmart and getting all my underwear and t-shirts before I leave.
One time.
The only thing I don't really buy I don't bring is really sneakers, because every time when I'm on stage I get free sneakers.
Okay.
Like these right here. These
Hold on, let's keep it funky. He in a different situation than a lot of us.
I got a different budget, ladies.
Yeah.
The guy that I work with has a different budget. So every time I step on stage, yes, free Jordans.
You feel me? So that's a whole different situation.
Fresh.
Is there anything in particular that's like, yo, I need that in my bag? So you already said make sure you have your converters, make sure that you have your chargers and headphones.
I always keep a little 3 plug outlet.
Okay.
So that way, if I have one converter, then I just have that 3 outlets, so I can put 2 phones in my computer.
Word.
And also you can keep an HDMI cable, so that way you can watch Netflix.
Please
from your
tell
computer.
them. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes when you be stuck in like certain countries, you're not gonna understand what's going on their TV. So watch Netflix on the TV in your hotel room.
And I think that's a very big thing that y'all need to pay attention to. Other thing that's really big, right? So you traveling with the man 50, right? Big star, he got so many different situations going on, but you a big entity by yourself. What is it that you do to like make sure that you're traveling and making your brand sufficient? Like, how do you make sure that your brand is being told behind a brand that's like super public? Granted, you an entity.
His brand is his brand.
Yeah.
My brand has been my brand since the day I started. As of right now, this year coming up, it'll be 25 years I've been in the game.
Jeez.
It's been more than that, but professionally, 25 years.
Okay.
From radio to TV. You know, I did Saturday Night Live, I did Carson Daly, I done MTV, I done BET, Rap City, I done 106 in Park. I mean, I've been blessed to be able to say I've done a lot, you know. I'm thankful, and I'm still here, and I'm still working. The biggest thing is, you know, God first, family first, and keeping yourself focused. You know what I mean? You can't let nobody tell you you're not gonna make it. And you gotta find your own niche. You can't you know, cry. Like, you know, I see a lot of DJs on little social media and
Facebook.
stuff, like venting, like I don't get booked, I don't do this, I don't do that. You know, when you do that, nobody wants to deal with you. You're a crybaby. Things you gotta realize, if you want to stand out, you gotta work hard. You know, nowadays it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
You got social
Yeah.
media. When I was coming up, it wasn't no social media. I was in the Bronx, going from Queens, Manhattan, Long Island, Jersey, taking tapes all over, sending out tapes to different parts of different cities: Utica, Schenectady, Virginia, Maryland. Like it was a different type of hustle. So now the hustle that you have now, you got Mixcloud, you got
Yeah.
SoundCloud,
Yeah.
you got Instagram, you got Facebook, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. You can show and tell people what you do. So somebody eventually will look and say, "Oh, I like what he does." That's how you gotta build your brand. And stop playing for your homeboys. You gotta play for girls, man. You can't play for guys.
Hold on. So exactly talking to the way you talking about. So you brought up Mixcloud, SoundCloud, all these things. So you came from the era of actual mixtapes, like
Mixtape,
the actual,
cassettes.
yeah,
90-minute cassette.
What was it that you felt like kept you prominent? Like, what brought you from mixtapes to this, to SoundCloud and Mixcloud? But also, what kept you, like, what kept that fire in your heart to keep doing it?
It's the passion.
Okay.
It's a passion. It's the passion of entertaining, not just DJ. Because I don't just DJ, I entertain. I'm into talking to the people, enjoying what the people gonna next reaction after every record.
Facts.
Being able to see how much you're paying attention. Because see, if you're not reading your crowd, you're losing your crowd.
Okay.
Because you know, a lot of DJs now stay in their computer and just look at the computer and whatever they have already as a list. You know, that's what they go with. But if you're not paying attention to the women that's on the floor, you lose a big deal.
Okay. So that's what you're telling the crowd. So ultimately, you're telling the new DJs, you gotta play to the women.
You have to play for women.
Okay.
I'm on radio, I play for women. I don't play for guys. I don't play for my mans in them.
Okay.
You know, everybody, my mans in them. I'm playing, you know, especially rappers. Like rappers, they be like, "Yo, my mans in them said I'm hot." That's your mans in them. That's just your mans in them.
So talking about rappers, right?
No, we not.
Nah, we gotta talk about rappers real quick, very, very, very quick, right? My man happens to be an opportunity and a position where he can put people on to certain situations. He can get people's music played, right? Mm-hmm. With that, what is the appropriate way for an artist, a new person that's trying to get on, to speak to you, right? Because I've totally said in every single opportunity that I've had, it's like, yo, I hate when people tell me, yo, I'm the best thing happening. Yo, I'm the hottest shit that you ever heard. Like, I hate that, right? Because I believe in people having that bravado, people having that machismo, whatever. But it's like, yo, don't come to me. Like, I don't know you. Don't come to me with that. Like, let's build a situation first.
You know, some people have... Here's the thing that I always learn, right?
Okay.
There's this thing called... I like to live by these 3 letters. It's GFN. Good Friend Network.
Okay.
If you know how to politic, you know how to speak to people, your communication skills is what matters more than you trying to tell somebody you're the hottest person in the world.
Facts.
I can't sell me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to... You see how you was like, he's this, he's that. I can't do that. I can't do that about me.
Okay.
I know that on stage I'm a different type of animal. On in the club I'm a different type of animal. But me trying to tell somebody, yo, I've been here and I did this and I work with this person, I can't do it. It seems very shallow. It seems very like corny, like you know what I mean? It's like name drop. I don't like name dropping. I don't like none of that. I don't like kissing ass. I'm not part of that. So I'm not that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm more you come to me, you tell me, yo, look, I got music and I want my music heard.
Okay.
All right, let me see what your music is about. I take chances, and people send me music. You know, they send me music through DMs and things like that. So I take chances.
So that's okay with you? So you feel like DMs is the appropriate thing?
Because you never know, you might get that one hidden gem.
But is it like you want DMs like give me the clean dirty, or you want DMs like, yo, send me a SoundCloud, Mixcloud?
Let me hear it. I'll check it out. If it's hot, I check it out.
Okay.
I take a glance. Now if it stink, it stays there. Like I'm not bothering with it. So people gotta understand, right? So if you send a DJ in music and your music, then you feel like they're not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
It's not they're not paying attention to it. They don't know how to tell you it's garbage.
I ain't got nothing.
I'm good with telling you your record stinks.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say I'm a hater, and I'm cool with that. But I'm not a hater. I don't have a problem with telling you, because if you can't take opinions, then you're in the wrong business.
Very much so. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? This game is about criticism. If you can't accept the criticism and make yourself better, you're in the wrong place.
And I agree with that 1,000%. So I feel like everything that I've been saying and everything other people have been saying is very true to that. So it's like, yo, you got to keep working. I've also said, like, you got to make sure that you, not only your friend group, because I feel like everyone sticks in a friend group where everybody's usually a yes man or woman.
That's the problem. You got to get away from yes men.
Yeah,
because yes men are not really good for you. You could be the worst DJ and your man's like, yo, you killing it.
Facts.
You stink.
Facts.
You garbage. You don't even know how to blend the record. You don't know how to transition the record. You don't even know your selection of records.
Facts.
All you're doing is playing the hot 10 songs. After that, you stuck.
So with that said, Chubb, tell people, how did you get onto the game, right? So you've been in this game for a long time. Mixtapes, DJing with artists, DJing on radio, so many, international. What is it? How did you start? Was it that you carry crates? Was it that your mom helped you buy your first turntable set?
My mom's did that. My mom did that.
Okay.
We were on welfare. I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Puerto
Rico.
New York. My mother didn't want me in the streets, and somebody I knew, my man DJ Benny.
Hey, shout out Benny.
He was selling a pair of SLB 10s, and we ain't had the money, but I really wanted them. And my mother, with welfare, she found a way to tell him I'll give him whatever X amount every other week. And that meant more to me than anything in the world. Like,
Facts.
I love my mother. My mother's everything. You know what I mean? And so that gave me the reason to work harder, because she wanted to see me win. She supported me. My pops didn't support me. My mother was all about, me doing what I wanted to do. Even though she didn't understand it at the time, but she still was like, whatever you want to do. Even though, honestly, when I did it, I was doing it just because I wanted to DJ. I love music.
Okay.
I didn't do it for no purpose.
Was there a person that you seen on the block or like on TV or something that was
block,
like, yo?
In the block was my man DJ Squirrel. He's an OG, and it was Squirrel, Dr. Pepper. These guys were like big in my block.
Yeah.
And then you would just go into different areas and just set up. Plug into a light pole.
Yo, please tell people about plugging into a light pole.
Yeah, they would take
I don't think
that
people
little
understand that.
Put it in, like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then I would watch that. And that was it. That was what I wanted to do. I seen people dancing, people having fun. That's what I wanted to do. I love music. I grew up on artists like Cold Crush, Treacherous 3.
Facts.
These are people that was like my friends, like right next. Like, I was little, but their little brother was my best friend. Like people like Treacherous 3, which my man Special K, but his little brother Tony Tone was my man. We was young and we watched them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we paid attention to what they were doing, and we started doing it.
Okay.
But I went to go see the movie Wild Style.
Okay.
When it first came out, I went to go see Wild Style with Special K and T La Rock. You know how big that was? That was crazy.
Facts.
We went to Fordham Road. It was the RKO.
So y'all was in the
And
X.
their mother brought me with them to go to see Wild Style. And that was the first time I seen like all these rappers in this movie. This movie aired this day and everybody went at this time.
Facts.
So there was like the Fearless Four, Cold Crush. It was so many different rappers, and I was young.
Okay.
And for me, it was like, wow, I'm sitting next to T La Rock and Special K. And my man Tone, Big Dummy. That's my man Big Dummy. And it was like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, then I got my cousins. They were listening to Cold Crush on tape. And that kind of like influenced me.
Okay.
It kind of gave me that, oh wow, I want to DJ. And then when I saw it, it was like,
it just moved from there.
It was more of like a motivation. It was more like, this is it.
Yeah. But what was it like? All right, so coming from New York, I always tell people, it's like, I love New York, right? The energy in New York is something different. But Boston, I feel like a big fish in a small market, right? Not knocking the potential that Boston has. Because Boston's a beautiful market. Boston's a beautiful city. But what was it that brought you from New York, the Bronx, to Boston? And then like...
That's a different story.
Oh, that's a whole different situation.
That's a movie.
Okay.
You gotta wait for that book.
Okay.
You know, I didn't... Honestly, when I came here, my brother lived in Fitchburg.
Okay.
And I was shot. So I moved out. I felt like, you know, my son was a baby. Like, I was like, yo, we're gonna move. And I wasn't thinking about DJ. I wasn't gonna DJ.
Yeah.
But it so happens I was working at Sears.
Okay. Oh, backstories.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my life is a movie. It'll happen in time. But I was working at Sears, and I came out of Sears. I was going home. And this kid was like, yo, ain't you Chubby Chub? I was like, why? You know, I'm disgruntled.
Facts. You paying
Different
attention.
type of mind frame. So the guy goes, yo, I want you to do my party. It was a party in New Hampshire at this club called Manchester, called The Pyramid. This is years ago. This club was ringing off.
Okay.
So the guy was like, yo, how much you want to do the party? Like, today was Wednesday, to Saturday was the party.
Okay, yeah.
This couple of days, like
Saturday, just a quick little move. Yeah.
So he was like, yo, how much you want? I was like, I want $1,500. He like, that's it? I swear to God, I wanted to punch myself.
Yeah, bro, so mad. But I tell people that shit on a regular.
So in my head, I'm like, damn, but I'm gonna tell my son's mother that I'm gonna go DJ.
Facts.
The idea was I don't DJ no more. But I've been working. You know, I'm not saying I didn't really make money, but I did. But it wasn't really money.
Yeah. So,
long story short, I was like, yo, bring me half, and I'll be, I'm there. So the next day, he's like, I'll be back tomorrow. So the next day, I come back, and he's there. He's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, I got that. I'm like, I what? Oh, I forgot. I was like, oh, I forgot. He gave me $750.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I got there. I didn't have a car.
Facts.
I didn't have a car. I paid my brother knew somebody that knew somebody, and they took me to
all the way to the situation.
To the spot. And I get to the spot, 1,000 people in this club.
Okay.
Crazy. Got the crates ready to go in. I'm like, yo, this is rammed in. I go inside, tear this club down. Next thing you know, they're like, yo, can you do every Saturday? I was like, for the same amount of money? They're like, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm here.
So then think about that too, right? So now every DJ's using Serato, right? We using computers, everything like that. So you came from the era of carrying crates. You had to grow up in this situation.
Right.
You feel me? So now you got crates going on or things of that nature. So it's like, how do you feel about DJs that are talking about, right? Because again, you came from the actual, I had to go to the store, I had to find this exclusive joint, throw that on. Or I had to find 2 of these exclusive joints versus the DJ that goes on Mixcloud or SoundCloud and downloads, do you feel like there's a real do you feel like there's a differentiation between the DJ from then and now? And is it just a skill thing or is it an equipment thing?
It's about adapting. That's
Okay.
all it is. Bottom line is about adapting. You know, I went from when the turntable, you hit it, when you put your arm down on the turntable, you hit it, it will go right back to the beginning. The arm itself will lift up
And just
and
jump
go back.
Okay. Yeah.
Like if it had any kind of movement to it, it would go back.
Okay. And that's not even on you changing the skip, the
That's
bounce,
not even
nothing,
done.
the
It
weight.
just, if you hit the needle by mistake, it's gonna lift up and it's gonna go back to the beginning.
Okay.
So for me, it's a blessing. How people learn how to DJ now is how they learn.
Okay.
You can't take that away from anybody.
Facts.
They're not.
Okay.
You know, I can't say you gotta go back and start needle picking. It's not gonna work for you. That's not what you grew up on. Great, you push buttons. You know how to do what you do. You don't need headphones. That's what you do. That's what's built for whoever's doing it.
Facts.
You gotta be able to elevate you. You gotta build you how you build you. How I learn is different. They're never gonna learn the way I learn.
Okay.
Can I tell somebody how to do certain things? Yeah. I teach guys all the time. You see how you say, yo, I call that. I got a lot of young cats that I talk to.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to help everybody. See, a lot of older cats don't help the younger cats.
Very much so. Talk about that, man.
You see what I'm saying? So for me, because when I was young, I had people to tell me, Clark Kent is my mentor.
Okay. Shout out Big Bro, Clark Kent.
You understand what I'm saying? Clark Kent was my mentor. After that is the Kid Caprice, Brucey B, Star Child, Starsky, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
These are DJs that I grew up under. And I still show respect to these DJs. That's the problem with a lot of DJs now. They don't show respect to the older cats. So the older cats feel the way.
Facts.
Not me. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead ass serious. We can be cool. We don't be cool. It's cool. Whatever.
Fact.
Bottom line is, in order to tell somebody that's younger, to explain, this is what you got to do, they got to be willing to want to learn.
Very much so.
Kids nowadays, I got 2 kids. Kids nowadays, I know everything. When I was young, I swore I knew everything. When I got older, I realized I didn't know shit.
Facts. Talk about it.
Because my mother would make sure that implement this right now, or you're going to figure it out later and it's going to be worse. So a lot of shit as I went on was worse. But I understood. You understand what I'm saying? So here I am now. I can tell these stories because I've been through it.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, if you're a DJ and you really believe being a DJ is what you want to do, go out there and do it. But know your worth. No disrespect to any club owners.
Okay.
Please don't take it in any way. But don't sell yourself short.
OD.
Know your worth. Know what you can bring to the table. And it ain't just DJing. Nowadays, you got to multitask. You got to do way more than just the average. You got to be able to say, I can DJ, I can promote, I could talk to people, I could give out flyers. I know how to also multitask. You need me to work the bar? I'm going to work the bar too.
Facts.
You got to show them that you can do more if you want to make more money. There was a time when I used to do Aria, this club downtown.
Boston.
On a Tuesday night. I did it for 6 years straight. No lie, the best pay I ever made in Boston overall.
DJ. In general.
Biggest.
So you was promoting, you was DJing, everything.
It wasn't even promoting. It was just getting people to the club. Because
okay,
the only thing that was probably coming around was probably MySpace.
Okay. Oh shit.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
everything was still word of mouth.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of outlets for DJs to be heard. They just got to put that foot forward to make it happen.
Okay.
If you sit in your house crying, nobody books me, nobody don't know you because you're not putting yourself out there. Let people know you got 30-minute mixes on your SoundCloud, 30-minute mixes on your Mixcloud. These little things help you. Whatever it is in your house, you DJing, put that up.
Facts.
Show that you can go from one record to another. Show you know how to talk.
So
my voice is a little hoarse right now.
Nah, and we appreciate you very much so, and we're gonna keep it real short, right? So we're gonna tell everybody real quick, what was it that you felt was it that helped you to get along with like 50, right? So now you traveling with the man 50, but you was doing this for years, right? So keep in mind, the man Chub ain't no beginner, right? The whole situation with 50 is like a split situation, right? What was it about your craft? Was it that you were just promoting a different way? Was it that you were just like you were in the right place at the right time? How was it that
DJ
came
for
to
50?
Yeah, to DJ for 50? How did that kind of?
It was an audition.
Okay.
It wasn't because I knew 50. It wasn't because I broke his records.
Facts.
It was because it was an audition.
Okay.
And the best man won. Bottom line.
And I say this again because we said this a couple times where it's like you gotta know how to humble yourself. I feel like a lot of DJs feeling themselves a lot quicker than they should be, without disrespect.
You know what it is though, I'm not knocking no one's confidence.
Okay, yeah.
Confidence is key because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is.
Yes.
I get it, but when you're only hot in your city and you're only hot for a minute, it doesn't matter because outside of that box, you're not hot.
Yeah.
You're only hot at one club every week. You're only hot at that club. You're not hot everywhere else. I myself can say I'm hot. I've been hot in Boston. I've been hot in Providence. I've been hot in Lawrence. I've been hot in Lowell. I've been hot in Manchester, Worcester. A lot of these cats ain't even been to Worcester.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not from here, but I'm raised here. I keep a B hat on. Boston's the only place that I came, and I've done Super Bowl parties. 2000 when Kevin Falk was there, Lawyer Malloy, Willie McGinnis. I used to do his Thanksgiving parties. I'm talking about I came to Boston and I met more sports players than I did in New York.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? So coming to Boston was a blessing for me.
Facts.
I've done the biggest clubs in Boston. I did the biggest parties in Boston.
Facts.
So that being said gave me more energy, more reason to work harder.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I've been through 3 radio stations here. And I'm blessed to still be on radio. I'm on jamming. I came from a station where it was hot, then it was another hot, then I went to jamming. I'm still on radio. I was on Power 104.1 in Connecticut. I do Sirius radio. I've been doing radio for almost 18 years now.
So if there was a thing that you had to tell DJs, right, as closing this out, if there was a thing you had to tell DJs right now, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay connected? How do you become something that's like exuberant to the next person? How do you make sure that you're current and like
know your craft, know your music.
Okay.
Know you. Learn you. Learn what makes you gonna be hot. Even if it's your freshest sneakers, you know, you go out there, get your nails done. I mean, you know, that's what I do.
Okay,
I don't know about
yeah.
y'all, but that's what I do.
It's a different situation
You know
going
what I mean?
on, yeah.
Make yourself better. You know, like my man Al Rock, he don't got good nails and all that. It's my brother though. You know what I mean? He got nunchucks, but I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I like Manny and Petty's, Eric. I like to pamper myself, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. And at the end of the day, you just gotta be you, man. You gotta be you.
Yo.
Don't let nobody tell you can't do anything. In this world, you can do anything you want. You gotta put your mind to it. You gotta know your music. get to know the club owner. Get to know the right promoters. Even though they ain't real promoters out here nowadays. But I say go straight to the club.
Yo, so very simple. We already heard what's going on. Had the opportunity to sit down with my big brother, Chubby Chub. Hope that y'all listen to everything that's going on. Tell them where they can hit you up, like on the social media type
Anything
situation.
at DJ Chubby Chub. 2 B's, 1 B. You heard?
All right, real simple like that, yo. We appreciate y'all listening right now. Appreciate y'all sitting down and watching this. Yo, keep it tuned. We here, baby.
You already.